Today we're gonna be doing a day in the life. It's currently 7:30 a.m. and I just got to the warehouse. This is my first stop in the morning. I'm gonna bag up some packages from last night. Then I'm gonna start hanging up my show for today, which is gonna be a women's contemporary show. I'm gonna hang up as many pieces as possible before I leave to go to the coffee shop. And then after that, I'm going to head off to the Goodwill bins where I can finally source for the first time in over a week because I've just been focused on selling. And I have a lot more inventory to sell right now, but since I got up early today, we're gonna go to the Goodwill bins as well, as long as I start hanging up these items. So I can't keep yapping any longer. Let's get into it. This is a day in the life of, I don't know, someone who's goated at life, at whatnot, at business, at everything. Let's go. All right, first off, we gotta use these USPS bags that you can get from the back of USPS. We're gonna bag up all these packages from last night's show. Last night was my first vintage lingerie show ever on my channel in the women's true vintage category, and it was amazing. I never expected it, and we sold a lot of items for very expensive, and our average sale price was pretty good. It was pretty high. We sold over 150 items on that show, and we made well over $1,000 on that show. So it turned out amazing. This is my shipping area right here. I got my table with the poly mailers on it, tape, a trash can so that I can throw away trash as I'm packaging instead of throwing it on the floor, which I have a bad habit of doing. The nice thing about the lingerie is they're so lightweight that they're easy to ship, and I can use the smallest, cheapest poly mailers. All right, I just bagged up all the packages. What's crazy is that that's one show of vintage lingerie, and that bag's worth over $1,700 is what the people decided last night, because we had some bangers in there. The ladies were loving it. It was hilarious. Me selling vintage lingerie, they were eating it up for sure. Normally, I don't leave this open at all during the day because, well, one, I don't know about crackheads, you know? I don't want people really knowing my business, but I would love to have it open because it's so nice to have the sun coming in here and the breeze, you know, but it's just kind of sketchy. We're in an alleyway, so I don't ever leave that open. So this right here is how I sort all of my clothing at decent volume. I'm not doing insane volume because obviously I'm using Home Depot extra large heavy duty boxes to sort my stuff, but this makes it a lot easier. So right here we have all Nike, right here we have women's contemporary. I'm gonna grab an empty rack from last night's show. All of my racks are numbered so that I can keep track of them, and then all of my hangers are numbered 1 through 300 on each set of racks. We're gonna start hanging women's contemporary up right now. All right, I've been hanging up for about 15 minutes. I have around 70 pieces already hung up. I just have some gaps to fill in the space right here because I'm doing all premium first. We have a lot of amazing brands in this show tonight. It's women's contemporary, so we have White Fox, which is a great brand. This is Comfort right here, COMFRT, one of my favorite brands in the world. Abercrombie and Fitch right there. And a bunch of other good brands. Wilo the Label, Fear of God Essentials. It's extremely hot in the warehouse. The Midwest, or honestly the entire United States of America, has received a heat wave in the last couple days. It's been 95 degrees every single day here, and there's no AC in the warehouse. And I'm not complaining, honestly. I think it makes me work harder. I've been still streaming nonstop, shipping nonstop. Just when I'm doing the streams, I'm drenched in sweat, man, so I need to make sure I stay hydrated. I'm gonna be taking off from the warehouse right now. I'm gonna go grab my coffee, and then we are headed to the bins so that we can go source for at least a couple hours, get a bunch of clothes, bring them back here, then finish hanging up the rest of the clothes so that we can stream tonight at least one time, maybe twice. We'll see. Let's have a great day. I'm at the post office, dropping off the package. Just the bag. All right, so it's 2:44. This is my 4 carts for the day. I already put 2 of them in the car. Trunk's almost completely full. It's been a good haul so far today. Got here at like 9:30 a.m. Got the whole entire back completely full. And then I have these 2 carts right here. Out of my bread and butter categories for the shows. Now we're gonna load it all up, and I'm gonna get back to the warehouse, take it out, sort it, start hanging some of the stuff up, and get my shows ready for tonight. Pretty successful day. This is about 5 hours at the bins. All right, we just got back to the office. We're gonna reverse in here like a pro. Oh, maybe that's a little bit too close. No, we got it. I just got back from the bins. We made it to the warehouse. So what I'm going to do next is a very important process. Obviously, I have to take everything out of my car so that it can be sold on the Whatnot show. I take everything out of the back of the car, and then I throw it in these ginormous sorting boxes, which I got from a USPS lady that works in the back. I saw the big boxes. I needed big boxes because I was using all these tiny moving boxes for all of my processing, and it just was not working. And so I got these USPS boxes from the post office. So we're gonna take all this clothing out right now, put it in the box, and start sorting it. I just got back home from the gym. I'm currently going to make a protein shake. I've been lacking severely in this department, like the health department. I went to the gym for the first time in about 2 weeks. Before that, I was consistent for about 2 months. And then I stopped as soon as I went to Florida. I pulled my hamstring. It was bad. Okay, I could not do the squats that I do on a regular basis. No excuses. I am back in the gym for the first time today. Another thing I'm trying as well is going to the gym earlier, because normally I have this odd schedule where I only go to the gym at nighttime around 11 or 10 p.m. Then I work out till close at 12 a.m. I hit the sauna. Then it's start time. I like to drive in my car, bump music, roll the windows down, pop a Zen on my way back from the gym. But that is not very productive. It's actually counterproductive because I need to be going to bed on time. Right now I'm gonna make a quick protein shake. I'm gonna do 8 ounces of milk. This is grass-fed, organic, okay? It's the good stuff. It's not as good as the raw milk, but it's good. Then, for the first time in years, at least a year or two, I picked up some creatine from the grocery store, which I used to take all of the time, but like I said, I have not taken it in years. So I'm gonna start loading the creatine for the next week here. I'm gonna do 5 grams in this shake, and then I'll do another 5 grams before bed. But I need to get protein in me because I just exhausted my muscles and I just worked out. And this is a physique update right here. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, you know, it could use some work. It's not horrible, okay? It's not my 500-pound life, but it's to me it's unacceptable because I've not been consistent in the gym at all. Next up, this is how you make your shakes taste really, really, really good. You get some frozen berries. They're extremely cheap and convenient. I don't really like the taste of non-frozen berries in my shake. I like it cold. So I'm just gonna do a little bit because I don't want the shake to be too thick. Next up, we're gonna do one of my favorite proteins right here, just for the consistency. You can get this at Costco. I'm not sure if you can get it online. I'm pretty sure I looked before and I could not find it online. I think it's exclusively sold at Costco. It's 25 grams of protein per scoop, but most protein powder sucks. The consistency sucks, the quality sucks. There's a bunch of bullshit in the protein, so I like this one. It's pretty good. It's a step down from a grass-fed protein, but that's what I have. I don't need any more than that. Right there. That's the consistency, that's the color. Okay, that is a nice 58-gram protein shake. All right, let's do a little recap of what we did today. We woke up at 8 a.m. We grabbed some coffee, we grabbed a bagel. We went to the warehouse, we hung up our first items for our women's contemporary show that we're gonna be doing later on tonight. Then we went to the bins for around 5 hours, sourced around $400 worth of product. And then after that, I went back to the warehouse. I sorted everything right out of the car. Instead of putting it into the boxes that I was showing you guys, I just opened up the back of my car and I sorted it right there on my table, which was super easy, so I could just throw it into the boxes. Then after that, I finished hanging up the women's contemporary show. We have around 170 pieces for tonight. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm thinking that for that show, instead of doing $5 starts like I had planned to do, I think just to get more people in the room, because naturally more people are gonna come into the room if you're doing $1 starts instead of $5 starts. So I'm gonna do $1 starts, and then I'm gonna do a 5-second timer with a 5-second reset. Meaning anytime someone bids under 5 seconds, it'll add an additional, it'll always go up to 5 seconds so that things can get bid up appropriately. I'm expecting tonight to be a good show. Women's Contemporary normally does pretty well. I do have a lot of fall, winter items, such as hoodies, sweatshirts, crew necks, sweaters, jackets, that sort of thing. But they're all amazing brands and they're very expensive. So at $1 start, you cannot beat that. Then after I hung everything up, I decided it was time to go to the gym. I'm doing a 5x5 strong lifts workout, which is basically squat 3 days a week, and then you bench press, you barbell row, and you deadlift. It's a power building workout. It really builds strength. It emphasizes building strength instead of size, but honestly, they both come with it. And then after that, while I was at the gym, I was talking to myself. I had a conversation with myself, and I said, you know what, man? I'm ready. I am ready to win. I'm sick and tired of constantly feeling like I'm up against the world, which is a good emotion to have and a good thing because it keeps you locked in and it keeps you motivated. However, the main point that I was thinking while I was at the gym is that I have not allowed myself to reap the full benefits of the work that I've been putting in for years since I was a child And especially over the last 5 years where I've been working my ass off while sometimes being completely broke and having no money and being negative and just hating my current situation, working my ass off. And I've decided now that enough is enough. You know, I've done a lot of stupid things. I've spent a lot of money on stupid things, gambling, doing whatever, going out, eating food, expensive dinners. But the moral of the story is that I am ready and I want to reap the benefits of my labor and of my work, which I know will happen eventually. But the truth is, I'm able to do it right now, currently, today, and tomorrow, and the next couple weeks, in the next month, if I truly just locked in. I want to be able to pounce on opportunities that come my way, whether it's real estate, whether it's businesses, whether it's scaling my own business, whether it's moving my business to a different state for better supply, or if a wholesale deal comes my way where I could buy a truckload, a container of clothing that I can flip on whatnot, or pallets, Lululemon pallets, whatever it is. I want to be prepared, and I want my money to be able to expand and expand and multiply and multiply and multiply. Right now, I've been subtracting, and I still continuously work my ass off. And I really just want to fully lock in physically, mentally, spiritually, financially for the rest of my life. And I know life comes in different types of phases, and there's always different seasons for every part of your life. And right now, I feel like I'm entering into the winning era. So to make all of this happen, one thing I'm gonna be doing is being a lot more financially responsible. Like I said before, not to go into too much detail, but I've done some stupid shit with my money. And in my career, I've made definitely over $1 million profit. I've made multiple $1 million gross revenue, and I've been a dumbass with my money. I know how to make a lot of money, which is a good skill to have. And many people would love to have this skill and would kill to have the skill to make money, make a lot of money. And so I need to be more grateful and appreciative for the opportunity that God has given me to know how to make copious amounts of money extremely quickly. And I need to be smart with it. For my family, for my bloodline, for my future wife, for my future kids, for my current brother, my sisters, my father, my mother, my niece, my future nieces and nephews. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I know this has turned into a therapy session, but I'm gonna kill this protein shake right here. I'm gonna unload all of my groceries from the store, take a cold shower because it's absolutely excruciatingly hot outside right now. It's 95 degrees and the warehouse is even hotter. So I'm gonna take a cold shower to cool myself down before I go into the warehouse and do our Women's Contemporary stream tonight. And I will show you guys a little bit of that before, and then I will show you guys after the stream, and we will end the day out. I just got to the office. I'm running a little bit late for stream. I was busy cleaning up the apartment. That is the rack behind me that I'm going to be streaming tonight. It's around 170 pieces. I'm gonna start the stream right now. I have my lights ready to go, my tripod ready to go. I'm gonna turn on my music, Papa Zimbabwe, and we're gonna get right to work. And I will let you guys know how the stream went after I'm done with the stream in approximately 2 to 3 hours. I will see you guys then. I just got done with the stream. It lasted around 2 hours. And it did not exceed my expectations. That stream right there was honestly not great at all. I had a lot of pretty good items, decent items that I would normally sell for good average sale price. Summer slowdown is a real thing in reselling. Honestly, in probably every business, but I don't know. With what I'm doing, it's definitely summer slowdown is for real, especially when I'm selling a lot of items that are meant for the fall. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best. After fees, we did $1,100 in sales on the Women's Contemporary. We sold 205 items. It was not great, honestly. Like items that are $100 retail, $100+ retail are going for like $3, $4, $5. And sometimes it makes me question, I'm like, what am I doing with that specific type of clothing? Like that clothing to me sucks. Not because it's bad clothing, it's extremely expensive, but because on Whatnot, at least on my channel, I have no idea, bro. I haven't figured out, I haven't cracked the Women's Contemporary code yet. I'm gonna probably try to test a woman's plus size show because I saw people selling just bullcrap plus size clothing for good money and like higher average sale price than that stuff right there, which is like premium, $70, $80 plus, $100 plus brand new items. And then obviously I have some filler items that are not super premium, but still great items, you know, $30, $40, $50 brand new retail. So I'm gonna test a woman's plus size category because I come across so much of it, and maybe if that's better, we'll see. So what I could do for this show right here though is definitely save all of my items that I would sell in the fall because they would just go for an average of, I don't know, at least $3 average higher, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing volume, when you're doing 300 pieces a show, that's an extra $900 in revenue per show. And right now I'm freaking hot. In the warehouse, there's no AC in this warehouse. I don't have a fan. I need to get a fan in here if I'm gonna keep streaming over the next week because tomorrow's gonna be 100 degrees. So I'm drenched in sweat. I'm freaking definitely drained. I need some electrolytes. I need some salt and some water. But I'm going to print the labels right now for my last task of the night. Then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna cook up some ground beef, some rice, eat a meal, finish editing the videos that I need to edit so I can post them, because when you guys are seeing this, I will have posted the 2 videos that I need to edit right now. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. This is a short day in the life. I know it wasn't super eventful and I didn't record much inside of the bins or when I was inside of the warehouse, but this is what I do on a daily basis. I wake up, I go source clothing, I come back to the warehouse, I sort the clothing, I hang it up for a show that I'm gonna be doing that day, or over the next couple of days, I pre-hang stuff, and then I come in, I stream, then I go home, I eat. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos. I need to start picking up my phone a lot more and just recording, whether it's a random video of me talking on a certain topic or it's me vlogging every single day. Whatever it is, I'm going to be recording and force myself to record, because days go by where I don't record when I've thought about recording, but I didn't record. And that's missed opportunities for great videos for you guys, where you could take in some knowledge and I could share my thoughts and ideas with you guys as we build this whole entire business and we build our life. Everyone have a great night. My name is Isaiah Gonzalez. I operate a company called Thrift App. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.